Hi, my name is Travis, and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing.
Shit.
And in today's video, I'm apparently swimming in Lake Hartwell.
Let's put the vest on, eh?
So I planned to fish into the evening, and I wanted to stay dry and stay warm, so I did bring a nice warm shirt, so that's gonna come in handy, but you gotta commit, man. Piss or get off the pot, as they say, right? You gotta jump all the way on, or you can't try and go. And I played around there. Even on a bona fide XTR, you've got to have some sense of reason. Today, I'm gonna play with this CanFish camera I got. We're gonna get my first underwater footage with it. I think it's pretty cool. It's got a nice bright light on it. And let's get to the fishing, man. I'm gonna run this bridge and then hit the pump station. I've got a long run to go, so I'm gonna tinker around, play with the camera, and then by the time I get to the pump station, it's probably gonna be dark. I wanna get my first fish off the board and get the night rolling. That was fun. Look at that. That one's for you, Highway Bud. Whoever that was that yelled you're awesome, that's your fish. It's coming at me, I think. Yeah, when he gets to keep the hook, it's down in his gut. He had it pretty good. I could tell he was hooked good by the way he was trying to fight. He's fighting for his life. There he goes. All right, guys. I don't fight with him on the hook with that. If they're gut hooked at all, it's theirs. So whoever drove by and said, "Oh, it was awesome, bro, that's your fish," that was super cool. He may have made my night there after it started off kind of rough. Is a CanFish underwater camera. I'm not gonna fish it the way they recommend. It's really heavy. I'm just gonna kind of throw it out there and reel it in and see what we can see a little bit. So I'm gonna put it on the deck, and actually I'll go ahead and cast it out a few times. Why not? Let's turn it on. And it's on. There's an app in the phone. I'll show you guys. We're gonna sling this big bitch this way. Okay. Alright. Probably should have connected it first. Roll it in and see what it is. Camera. And now we've got a camera view of what it's seeing. What's up, guys? It's Travis Does Kayak Fishing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay connected. I'm going to go back, enter the camera. I'm going to turn on the fill light. So let's reel it in. We're gonna call that footage on it test footage. That's some test footage for you, baby. And then we'll see what it's like. So that wasn't the most riveting test footage I could get from it, but I do have an idea of what it can do now. And I think what I'm gonna do is attach it to my Livescope downrigger and leverage it that way and see what I think. That way when I land a fish, I can have a reel-in cam and a release cam. I just need to test the run time and see if it'll work. But I make this run, I chart some dock lights, some bright docks. I'm finally at the pump house, and now I want to play with Livescope. I know fish are always here. It's not somewhere you typically should be fishing. So I'm in here, I'm charting fish, and I'm like, hey, let's Livescope and do it. So let's play with the Livescope, guys. There we go. That's a good bass. I mean, he's all right. He's what I've been working for the last couple of hours, right? All right. There we go, baby. There's another one. Find the hook, baby. I see it there, baby. You're free. All right, guys. Woo. We've had to work for that one, so we're just gonna fish this shaky head. That's a swamp crawler we got him on around there, and we're gonna see if we can't get a few more. Not bad looking, but not great. I thought he would be bigger. But you see, they're loaded over here, man. I think if we just take our time, we'll catch him. That's a swamp crawler. It's almost like a pencil shape on there if you see it. It just comes to a very fine tip. Look at them all. Pretty big maidens lined up in a row, waiting for me. This is why I wanted Livescope right now, as fast as possible. I can find the bass. The picture's distorted. I'm gonna put the SD card in here, but I can figure out what they want. And when they commit, watch this. There's a fish. See him come up. Watch his friend follow him. You see how his friend gets bigger as he gets closer to? Bass behavior. Saw that one on the Livescope. So, all right, I figured out the placement of them. Let's see if we can get a few of them to make the night count, right? So, good work. All right, so we've got another swamp crawler on there. I'm definitely putting the SD card in the bag. I want you guys to have a clean picture of my sonar not blown up and distorted. It looks way better than it does on the camera. There you go, man. There's another one on the night, right? Still not a very good one, but we're pulling them out. It's that second pollen. The bite was fickle tonight. There were bass everywhere, but they just weren't really chasing a lot or committing a lot. Every now and again, I'd get their attention, but nothing to really make them commit. And I tried different tactics, different processes, but it rounded out the night. I made the long, almost 4-mile journey back. I think it's like 3.6 something. I did the actual math, but it's a long journey on just a trolling motor when you're only doing like 3 miles per hour. Did have some battery concerns, but the night just started so rough, man. How could I not have battery concerns on a night like this? I was down to like 20% when I got back to the ramp, so I was having to go a little slower than normal to make sure I could get there. I fell into the water when I got here, and while you don't see it on camera, my boots were flooded with water. Had the dock not been there, I would have had a tough time getting back to the bank or even to the kayak safely unless I moved really fast. I should have had my PFD on beforehand. Kind of glad I didn't because it didn't inflate and I was right at the dock. But imagine had I hit my head. It would have been the end of me. My boots would have filled, I would have sank. So this Livescope video that I was gonna do and this video about the CanFish turns into a really serious PSA for you here. Be careful. I should have had my vest on. I shouldn't have been so careless. I shouldn't have half-ass committed. You gotta go or not go, man. Like I said earlier, piss or get off the pot when it comes to getting on that kayak. The worst thing you can do is pitter-patter around and be gun-shy about it. So it could have went really bad. Everything was fine because the dock was there, but wear your vest, be safe, be aware. Happy fishing. Livescope rocks. You guys rock. See you on the next one.